Hey guys, come with me while I show you how to make this quick and easy chicken noodle soup that I made for my family. I'm going to show you guys all the ingredients that I use for this recipe. Of course, chicken breast, what we're going to start off with. A bunch of organic celery. Then I do have a bag of carrots. Of course, egg noodles, which is my favorite part of chicken noodle soup. Garlic. I did use an onion too, only about half though, not the whole thing. Salt, of course, and then we have some onion powder, black pepper, which is essential for chicken noodle soup, and butter. So I am going to start off with a pot of water. I am salting this water too. This is what my chicken is going to go into. Now that water is boiling, you see me putting my chicken tenderloins in there. I think I'll probably let this boil for about 25 to 30 minutes. It didn't take it long at all. Next, I'm going to chop up my carrots. And as you can see, I'm chopping up my carrots kind of big. I like my chicken noodle soup to be kind of chunky and rustic, I guess you can say. Same thing for my celery too. I do like to chop those into pieces that are probably, I guess you can say, a little bit larger than usual, but that's just how we like it, to each its own. Those are in that pot together. And then my celery leaves, I do like to pick all those off of each celery stalk, and then I'll just chop them up pretty finely, I guess you can say, mince, whatever you want to call it. And I like to add those into my soup at the very end. But in the meantime, I'm going to store those in the fridge. And then next, I'm going to chop up my garlic. I want to say I used 4 cloves of garlic in this recipe. And then I got my onion, and I only use, half of an onion for this recipe too. Which it might seem like a lot, but for how much soup that I made and how much it came out to, this was like the perfect amount. Then I'm going to take some butter and add that to a pot. And my heat is on low to medium right now, like right in between. Only because I do not want to burn my butter, nor do I want to burn my garlic or my onions. And if you cook with fresh garlic, you know that garlic can burn easy, especially if you don't watch it. And especially in stainless steel too, because it gets really hot. So I am going to put the lid on this and just let that cook down just until I can at least smell the garlic and the onion. And then next, I stir that up just a little bit. And I will be adding in my carrots and my celery to this too. Now I am going to let the carrots and celery sit with this too, just so I can let all those natural flavors kind of meld together before I put in the broth, the base of the soup pretty much. And I am going to be using that water that we boiled our chicken in. I'm going to be pouring all of that water into here because there's no sense of wasting this free chicken broth right there. Hello. And I forgot to record this part, guys, but I did end up adding some more water to the pot just because our chicken broth just was not quite enough for the amount of soup that I wanted to make. Next, I'm going to go ahead and season the soup. Of course, onion powder, pepper, salt, and I actually did end up adding some smoked paprika to this too. And I am being very generous with this too, guys, considering we just had to put a whole bunch of plain water on top of the chicken broth in here too. So we got to get that flavor profile back up. And then after that, I am going to be taking that chicken that we boiled earlier. Now, when you see this chicken, do not be alarmed. I know it's going to look like my husband cooked it. And if you've seen him, you know exactly what I mean. But trust me, it has a flavor. We salted the water. Plus, I didn't want to oversalt the water I was boiling in because I knew I was putting it in this broth, which we have already heavily seasoned too. So yeah, it's going to be all right. So I let that come to a boil. And after that, I'm going to be adding in the egg noodles. I used about half a bag of noodles and I let that boil for 20 minutes. Then we're going to turn our heat off and we're going to take those chopped celery leaves that we did earlier and add those into the soup and just stir that in really good. And I love this part. I just feel like it just makes the soup come to life because I don't know, the green leaves just look so pretty in it. And I wasted no time plating this up. And there you go. We got dinner served from me, my husband, and my little one. Thanks, y'all. I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye.